Good evening everyone, Ratchet25 with another Transformers Prime Transformers review thingy. Never mind the background noises, that's just my son trying not to fight his way to sleep with my wife. Today's review is on episode 15 of Transformers Prime Toxicity. In this one is the final conclusion, or so-called conclusion, of the 4 hidden relics that the ICOM database has recovered at the moment. It starts off as the end of last week's episode as Bulkhead gets blown through the ground bridge and lands up on the Autobot base's floor. But we see how that goes. It goes on saying, if you so bear with me. It goes on, starts off with basically this is Prime wishing everyone luck, and Agent Fowler's still comatose from being shot by Dark Energon. So Bulkhead ends up getting to some tropical island with a live volcano, and the relic he's looking after is one of the 4 relics, and it turns out it's Energon, but not any old kind of Energon. It's called toxin. It's a form of Energon that has gone bad, gone off, and dangerous. Megatron has found a way to refine this and use it in biochemical warfare for the Transformers. Let's just sort my camera out. So, in this episode, Agent Fowler ends up starting to, and Bulkhead are not the best of friends throughout the seasons or the series. In this one, they actually start realising they're more alike than what they are. They're more of the same kind of personality, except for one's a human and one's a Cybertronian. On the other hand, Megatron has his own plans to get this relic. He goes into his new armada of Insecticons and he shouts out who is the strongest one among you. And lo and behold, a Transformer veteran voice actor is in this series. Like I said last, that a person from a good Transformer actor will be returning to this series. I hope he carries on with this series, and he will become, if he does carry on with this series, he'd be bigger than Peter Cullen and Frank Walker put together, because he will be the longest running continuous Transformer actor of them all, and it is the one, the only Mr. David K. I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. David K last year at Auto Assembly, and it's only 2 months till Auto Assembly. I can't wait, and I've got all my money ready, set for £250 for my hotel and my train and my food tickets. But everything else is ready. My money for my toys are ready. Let's go back on. He plays the voice of his usual lovable character and most famous of all Transformers new characters that have been brought into modernization is Lugnut's voice, but he does it in a more aggressive tone. He is named Hardshell, and you can really see how tall and how big the Insecticons are. And I think this one, Hardshell's more like a commander drone. He's actually gained status to able to speak and get his own individual thought and personality. Yeah, so that's it. The Bulkhead finds out the container of toxin, and basically Agent Fallon says, well, we can just leave it. It doesn't really the Decepticons won't really want it, neither will we. And Bulkhead says no. He tells him about the biochemical warfare used by the toxin. He says he has to get rid of it. No Cybertronians allowed to carry it because they will be infected with the toxin plague or virus or whatever, and it will kill him, literally kill him. So basically he ends up saying that Megatron would want it more than normal Energon, so he ends up picking it up even though it's deadly to him. And before he did that, he had a major battle with Hardshell, and Hardshell has just done some really bad interior damage that made him bleed, well, internal bleeding from him. So that's really basically it. He misleads Hardshell and his 2 drones, and then he ends up towards the volcano and tries to chuck it in. He ends up defeating Hardshell and the other Insecticons while incapacitated nearly himself, and Agent Fowler's reminding him of past experiences with the Dreadwing and Scraplets, how he nearly lost his memory and his personality, and he reminded him that these Autobots and the Transformers in this series are much more than machines. They've gone back to the original G1 format, that they're much more than robots. They've got proper emotions and feelings of love and compassion and everything. Like in other series, they're more like warriors with intelligence. In G1, they showed that they actually had emotions, and the best ones to show that was the episodes written by David Wise. Also, that's why I love this series much more than the others that came before. Not so much animated, because animated had the great storyline and they showed the emotion in that, but in this one they show it much more in greater detail, like they did with the Beast Machines and Beast Wars, but Beast Machines, they went to more, instead of being just more machine, they became organic and machine, and that's what I think they're trying to involve in this series. But he ends up destroying the toxin by chucking it into the volcano with Hardshell. Hardshell ends up suddenly surviving, and as Bulkhead's struggling to walk back through to the space, well, not space bridge, ground bridge to the Autobots headquarters, Hardshell crawls up from the volcano smoking and as a missile right in the back of Bulkhead's back, and that's where we cut off. And Agent Fowler during this episode has found a new, like a kindred spirit in Bulkhead, and he gets more personally emotional when he finds out Bulkhead comes flying through the space bridge with a smouldering chassis. We don't know what's going on. There was rumours that, this is a spoiler, there were rumours saying that another Autobot is going to die. I'm hoping it's not true, but if it is, I'm pretty sure it will be Bulkhead. Bulkhead's my favourite character in this series, I have to say that. Bulkhead is the best character and best play character. They tried to make the first season more about RC and Optimus, with the humans with Jack. This season's more about the team as a whole, and I would really be upset, personally upset, if they got rid of Bulkhead this halfway through of this season. Let me just turn on my light here. Sorry about that. Just turn on the light. Because I like what they're doing with this season, and I like what the storyteller is going. Like I say, yeah. Also, other than that, Auto Assembler. Auto Assembler is coming up. I am looking forward to this. Auto Assembler. What are you looking for this year at Auto Assembler? That's what I want to know. If there's any generations, it will be the War or the slash Fall of Cybertron stuff coming out. But they've got a lot coming out of Fall of Cybertron. There's Sideswipe, a new Optimus, a Voyager Soundwave with Rumble and Laserbeat inserts, and Ravage, I believe. Jazz. We're going to get a proper combiner after a long time. A proper combiner. Bruticus. We're going to get Shockwave and loads of other ones that I've seen. Arachnid and Dead End for the RID Prime line. Now that's one thing you will be looking for at Auto Assembly, and another vehicle. So this is RatTrack25 signing out. Have a great day, evening, and enjoy this heat wave as it's coming about. So see ya, bye.